What do you say, everybody? And welcome in the Smokies Insider. This is the show that we do before Smokies baseball games, and so we give you a little sneak peek on the Chicago Cubs AA affiliate. And they are taking on the Rocket City Trash Pandas right here at gorgeous Smoky Stadium. 7 o'clock, every single game is except Sunday, which is at 2 o'clock. So we're going to talk more about this series. We're going to recap last night's game. We got Darius Hill coming on with us. He's the Cubs minor league player for the month of May. Our friend Leslie Soffa coming on. I just messed that up. But you know, Soffa, Leslie Soffa, she's going to tell us all about all of the really cool promotions that we have at Smoky Stadium. And she's not going to hold it against me that I just got tongue-tied there. But look, this is Smokies Insider Show. And what I love about this show is that we can talk about baseball and the promotions. And when you look at the standings right now, the Smokies are 10-19. So that's not a good thing. Last night's loss dropped them 9.5 games behind first place Birmingham, right? They're 20-10. But I got to tell you, last night's game was a fun one. It was exciting. And Frank LaSala kind of gives us a breakdown on exactly how everything happened. It was this team, no matter win or loss, they just fight so hard, and they're really fun to watch. And here's what Frank had to say. And just check this out, too, because just when you think they're going to fall behind and lose, here they come.
Smokies and Trash Pandas kicking off a 6-game series out at Smoky Stadium, the first of 12 straight games the Smokies will play in this ballpark. We pick things up in the bottom of the first inning with no score. Darius Hill lines one the other way for a single. It gets by Torrey Hunter Jr. in center, allows Hill to get into second. That brings up Levi Jordan. Jordan was due. He shoots one the other way over the head of Izzy Wilson off the fence. Hill comes around to score on Levi Jordan's RBI double, and the Smokies take an early 1-0 lead. But by the bottom of the fourth inning, the Smokies trailed 5-1. After Kyle Tyler walked the bases loaded, Grayson Bird hit a ground ball to Gavin Cecchini. Cecchini makes a great play at short, flips to second for the first out, but Grayson Bird beats the relay, drives in a run, and it's 5-2. On the very next pitch, Nelson Maldonado would come up and line one into left field for a base hit. Scoring Christopher Morel from third. It was Maldonado's 7th RBI on the season after a couple of great relief innings from Mateo Boschi and Brandon Hughes. Hughes now in the top of the 8th. Dalton Pompey hit one a long way into deep left field to put the Trash Pandas up 7-3. At that point, it looked like that would put the Smokies away for the night. But in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Smokies scored 2 to cut that deficit in half. With 2 outs, Chase Strump drew a walk, his 3rd free pass of the game, and then Tyler Payne hit a 2-run home run to deep center field to cut the deficit in half. Payne was due. He had been 0 for his last 16. Before that home run, his 3rd of the season. All 3 have come against Rocket City this year. After the Trash Pandas tacked on an insurance run in the top of the 9th inning, with 2 outs, the Smokies down 3. Connor Myers grounds one down the third base line. It skips under the glove of Mitch Ney. Myers runs into the first base umpire Dylan Wilson, but a double. And then comes Darius Hill. Hill hits a high, deep drive to right field. It goes over the fence. Hill's 2nd home run of the season, and that makes it a 1-run game. Now 8-7 with 2 outs, but after Levi Jordan walked to put the tying run on base, Chase Strump struck out swinging to end the game. Smokies lose by a final of 8-7 in the opener.
Yeah, there's Frank LaSala giving us a recap of last night's game. A very exciting loss. And this team, they never give up. They're a lot of fun to watch. They'll take on Rocket City again tonight. It'll be 7 o'clock through Saturday, then on Sunday, 2 o'clock. So let's talk about what's going on at the stadium as I throw up the promotion schedule. It's great to have Leslie Soffa come on. I'm so sorry for butchering your name. I
really okay.
Don't know I got tongue-tied, but I'm not going to get tongue-tied about Taco Tuesday. That was a great night. And then All You Can Eat Wednesday. We got so many really cool things going on here.
We have so much stuff off the field for fans to enjoy here at Smoky Stadium. You know, the guys are great on the field and they keep the game entertaining and really fun. But, you know, minor league baseball is all about the promotions that we have going on the concourse. And that's definitely what we have going for the rest of the week. Tonight, All You Can Eat out in our Yeehaw at the Yard. So it's all you can eat for 2 hours, one solid price with your basic ballpark food, and what can go wrong there?
I love the deck out there. I mean, I've said this before, but it's not just the food that you can eat. And if you ever hang out with Frank, you'll know that he's going to get his money worth at the all you can eat, but it's the deck. It's just that atmosphere. It's one of the really cool places to watch a game in this ballpark.
And it's a great view, honestly. So you can't go wrong there.
Then we got Thirsty Thursday, which is my favorite promotion, right? And we're going to preview the Mick and JT beer review tomorrow. We're going to try to drink all the craft beers in the stadium, but you can come on Thursday and tilt that cup in there, right?
Yeah, definitely. Any beer on draft, you can either have it for $1, $2, or $3, just depending on the size of your cup. So it's definitely a great time to try beers, but I mean, it's cheap beer too, and good beer. So might as well come and enjoy it.
I love that idea, especially too, doing like a beer review show. I don't need a lot of it, but just enough where I can just taste it, see what kind of flavor it has, what it represents, and the different hops that are in there, and the alcohol content and all that stuff. I love to sample. So it's a really fun night to sample on Thursdays, and that's all season long.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, I saw this guy in Birmingham, so I got a sneak peek of him.
You have seen him already.
Yep.
I have not. This is going to be my first time with Tyler's Amazing Balancing Act, and I'm very excited. I think he's going to be balancing one of my own personal items, so I'm a little bit nervous.
Really?
But yes, I don't want to spill the beans on what he will be balancing, but it wasn't cheap, so and it's breakables, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm sure it'll be okay.
Is he insured if he balances a bicycle on his face and it breaks or something?
I would think. He's bounced a baby on his face before. So, I mean, I don't know if it was his or not either. I don't really know how old he is, but I would think he has to be.
Well, he's going to be here Friday night. It's going to be fun to check that out. Saturday, fireworks return. We love fireworks.
We love it, and they're the best in East Tennessee, so you can't go wrong with those. Then
on Sunday, 2:00. Sunday fun day, right? Sunday family fun day.
Yep, Sunday family fun day. It's 2:00. It's the perfect time for the whole family to get out and enjoy a beautiful afternoon. I think the weather's supposed to be a little bit nicer on the weekend. So it's a great time to bring the family out. Everybody can enjoy a 2:00 game and just be out at the ballpark enjoying the day.
So anything that you want to add to this week's promotion schedule? And remember now, we're still going to be here next week as well. The lookouts come in on Tuesday, so it'll be Chattanooga Tuesday through Sunday. But we've got a lot of really fun things going on.
Yeah, a lot of really great things going on. A lot of great things coming up next week, not to jump ahead either. But, you can never really go wrong with having a night out at the ballpark. We have something going on every single day of the week. So it's definitely just, it's a great time to come on out.
286-2300, smokiesbaseball.com, or you can always get your tickets at the box office. And don't forget, too, Leslie is in the team store. You're down there as well. You're everywhere. You're up here. You're doing this and that. What do you got going on right there in the Goatees locker room?
The Goatees locker room is getting a refresh. This homestand, next homestand, a little bit in the next. We're practically getting a whole brand new store full of new merchandise in right now. So definitely staying busy down there, but the fans have been loving it so far. So definitely check out the Goatees locker room when you're out at the ballpark or online. It's always available online too.
I like that shirt you're wearing. Is that one that we can get?
It's very limited. I think there's maybe 3 left. So I should have put on one that is brand new next time.
Leslie Soffa, you're going to see her at the stadium. Come on out and hang out. We got great promotions and, of course, the team store as well. Thanks for coming on and join us on the radio broadcast tonight. Can you do that?
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely plan a half inning.
Yeah, a half inning. Come on in a half inning.
Listen to me later, guys.
All right, listen to her later, guys. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk with Darius Hill, Cubs Minor League Player of the Month. Frank's going to help us with the starting lineup. All that on Smokies Insider. Don't go anywhere.
deals. Let's go inside and take a look at all this great Tennessee Smokies merchandise. We got a shirt for the women in your life. We got a shirt for the men in your life. We got a beautiful 3/4 sleeves, and we even got a ball for the little sluggers at home. Wow, look at all these hats. We have a baseball cap for any situation. We got ones you can wear to work, perfect for birthdays, holidays, when you hit the course. That's a home run. Do you got a new rookie at home? Well, we got new Smokies gear to make sure they're kitted out as well. Make sure to meet me, Crazy Jay, and my Smokies friends at the Goatees locker room, or order at smokiesbaseball.milbstore.com.
Parents, did you know the Smoky Stadium Performance Center is the perfect place for your child's next birthday or celebratory party? The venue includes 3 batting cages, inflatable bounce houses, Wi-Fi, and plenty of room for customizable activities. The facility is available for rent all year round and can be set up to your needs. Call us at 865-286-2300 to book your next party today.
Joined by Darius Hill. Darius, the Cubs minor league player for the month of May. Congratulations, man. You got to be real happy about that.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. It was a long month, a lot of tough work, but I'm glad that I had some success and was able to make it through.
Got off to, I'd say, a little bit of a slow start with the Smokies, one for your first 11, and then after that you caught fire. I mean, it's been just fun watching you play the game, not just the stats that we have up on the screen, but I like the way that you do a lot of the other stuff that you don't see, you know, whether it's the way you're attacking a pitcher, the way that you are attacking an at-bat, right, or the way you play the outfield.
I appreciate it. The slow start, I think maybe just had some nerves being at a new level. But once I realized it's the same game, same pitchers, everything is all the same, I felt a lot more comfortable. And just going into my everyday approach, I try to be as consistent as possible. And I know that if I attack the game correctly, I have a great chance of having success.
How did you find out that the Cubs had named you the minor league player of the month?
Before a rainout Sunday in Birmingham, actually, our manager came in and told me in front of the whole team. It was a really special moment for me. Something I'll always remember as a baseball player.
So is it like one of those moments where people start clapping and you get all the high fives and the back, you know, people patting you on the back and stuff?
There's a nice little ovation and they all wanted a speech. So that was your typical locker room little conversation. That was fun.
So what'd you say?
Just appreciative to the guys and said, let's keep going.
Well, that's awesome, man. It really is cool to, to see the success that you had. You contributed with a walk-off hit. I think that's the only one we've had this year so far. You had a home run Tuesday night's game. We came up a run short, but, like watching you turn and crank that ball out to right. Let me ask you this, though. What was it like facing Nick Lodolo of Chattanooga? I see this guy. I think, he's a number 1 or number 2 starter in the big leagues, and you weren't intimidated at all.
I had faced him actually probably 10, 15 times in college. He went to TCU. I played against him at West Virginia for 3 years. So then seeing him in Double-A, it just felt like it was a new venue. It was all the same guy, just got to face him with a wood bat. And fortunately, I had some success off him. He's a really good arm. He's going to be in the big leagues for a long time. So just felt good seeing him again.
What about Hunter Green? I mean, another guy who I'm looking at and going, hey, this guy's like kind of the future of baseball. I mean, he's a legitimate big-time prospect. I've never seen anyone throw that many fastballs at that velocity besides Nolan Ryan. I mean, just me personally. And you went out there and, look, you weren't intimidated.
Yeah, I mean, there's not any pitchers that sit 100 as a starting pitcher, and that was pretty special. Felt good up there. Saw him well, I thought. And, yeah, it's a big challenge, but I was up to the task that day, and I can't wait to face him again.
What can you tell us about this team that you're playing on? I'm going to give you my thoughts, and then I want you to kind of, tell me what you think. I feel like that there are a lot of potential major leaguers on our team right now, but that we're really young. We got a lot of guys who are here for the first time, and we're playing against a lot of very veteran teams in this league. And I just feel like at some point, we're going to have a lot of young players with great experience, and that we're going to turn on the win column, which, we haven't really, done that yet. 9 games under 500 at this point. But I like the way this team plays, man. I feel like there's something special about this group.
Yeah, you hit it on the head. There's a lot of talent. Guys like Chase Strump, Brennan Davis, Christopher Morel, just a lot of guys that come into the yard every day and have a great chance of success. And like you said, it's a young group that hasn't seen AA arms before. It's going to be a challenge at first, and I think we're up to it. Just a matter of getting timely hits and being a little more consistent. But I think over time, it's going to be really good for us because we're playing guys that are 2-3 years older than us, and that's going to be a positive. Can't do anything bad for us. So I think it'll be good. It'll translate to wins eventually.
How did you get into baseball? I saw that your dad was a really good basketball player, played at college, so you grew up around hoops and you're in baseball. How did that go? Look, I'm sure that there was some point where he's like, hey, you got to play basketball. I played basketball, and you're like a baseball savant.
Mm-hmm. Well, I played basketball and baseball my whole life, but I'll be given a lot of grief if I don't say that my mom is the one who got me into baseball when I was really young. So she always takes credit for that whenever somebody asks. But once I was a freshman in high school, I decided that baseball was the best route for me. It felt better to me. It was more fun. And I think I ended up making the right decision.
Yeah, it's a thinking man's game. That's what I've always liked about baseball compared to the other sports. And look, I understand like basketball and football, and I played lacrosse, they're fun too. But there's just something about the mental aspect of baseball that's different. And when I see you play, I just feel like you really kind of have a grasp on that.
Thank you. That's something I really take a lot of pride in with the mental aspect of the game. I've done a lot of reading, and in game, I try to not overthink things, but I try to have a process that I follow every day that keeps me on an even keel. So if I'm 3 for 4, I'm ready for that 5th at bat, or if I'm 0 for 4, I haven't given up on the day. And I think that's something I take a lot of pride in.
Do you want to be in there when it's the tough lefties like Lodolo? Is that something that you really are focused on? Like, 'cause sometimes you'll have a left-handed outfielder and it's like, hey, if it's not a righty in the lineup, you don't see that guy. I get this feeling with you that you want to play against whoever's out there.
Yeah, I love the challenge. I feel like I have a better hitting approach against lefties because there's certain pitches I know that are tougher to hit. So I have better takes. I have a lot better at-bats against lefties, even though sometimes they dominate and have good pitches for lefties. I feel like there's times when I see them really well, and it's something I've always wanted to do.
Well, you've shown some power. Look, the home run on Tuesday night was a shot. Is that part of your game?
It can be. It's not something that I'm out there trying to do. Both the home runs I've hit this year, I wasn't trying to hit home runs at all, but I've gotten a lot stronger over the past couple of years, and the pandemic really helped that. And just when you connect with the ball, when it's coming in at 90, 95 miles an hour, it's going to go, and just happened to hit a couple so far.
Well, my last question is about the other guys you're playing the outfield with. This is like there's a bunch of center fielders around here, right? You can play center. Connor Myers plays center. Brennan Davis plays center field. We got some guys on the IL that play center field, and they're all really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great to be surrounded by a lot of talent. And then I'm sure our pitchers like it too. We can cover a lot of ground in the outfield and make plays. And it's a group that takes pride in that. I think that's something that we want to do. We want to take away runs and make sure the other team's not getting doubles and triples. And if we can keep those down, it'll help us stay in ball games and win.
Darius, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's Darius Hill, the Cubs minor league player for the month of May.
Fantastic deals. Let's go inside and take a look at all this great Tennessee Smokies merchandise. We got a shirt for the women in your life. We got a shirt for the men in your life. We got a beautiful 3/4 sleeves, and we even got a ball for the little sluggers at home. Wow, look at all these hats. We have a baseball cap for any situation. We got ones you can wear to work, perfect for birthdays, holidays, when you hit the course. That's a home run. Do you got a new rookie at home? Well, we got new Smokies gear to make sure they're kitted out as well. Make sure to meet me, Crazy Jay, and my Smokies friends at the Goatees locker room, or order at smokiesbaseball.milbstore.com.
Parents, did you know the Smoky Stadium Performance Center is the perfect place for your child's next birthday or celebratory party? The venue includes 3 batting cages, inflatable bounce houses, Wi-Fi, and plenty of room for customizable activities. The facility is available for rent all year round and can be set up to your needs. Call us at 865-286-2300 to book your next party today.
Back on Smokies Insider, he's Frank LaSala. I'm Mick Gillispie. We just talked to Darius Hill, as you saw. And we're rolling towards the end of the show. Frank, we bring you on to talk about the starting lineup. How you doing, man?
Good, Mick. Another fun but tough loss last night. Smokies ready to get back out there today.
Yeah, I mean, look, these games have been a lot of fun, but it'd be nice to be on the winning side. And, I mean, I feel like a lot of that has to do with starting pitching. But I love the fight that these guys have. Is tonight's starting lineup a winner?
Let's hope so. And if it is, they're going to have to score Luis Lugo some runs. Lugo 0-3 this year. Maybe he could become the first Smoky starting pitcher to pick up a victory. Smokies down to one of 6 teams in minor league baseball without a win from their starters. Darius Hill, we talked to him earlier in the show. He leads off. Mick, nobody in the AA South has driven in more runs since May 16th than Darius Hill. He has 18 in that span. Nelson Maldonado bats second. He's the designated hitter. He's come up with some real timely hits for the Smokies this season. Chase Strumpf bats third. He's the second baseman. Tyler Payne is the first baseman tonight. He caught last night. He bats fourth. Broke out of a long 0-for-16 drought with a big 2-run home run in the 8th inning last night. Christopher Morel, the shortstop, bats fifth. Then Brennan Davis in center field tonight for the Smokies. Grayson Bird moves from first to third. He bats seventh. Eric Castillo bats eighth. He drove in 7 runs on that road trip. He's been swinging a hot bat, getting some extra playing time. And we'll see DJ Artis tonight in left field.
All right. And as you mentioned, Lugo gets the start. Looking forward to talking to all of you guys, and whether you watch or listen, we always appreciate it. The games are live or on replay, MiLB TV. They do an excellent job of producing those games. They're fun to watch. We'll go back and keep an eye on them. So, and for the replays, and we watch them live too here. So really, really fun, and definitely new technology to get used to, when you can listen and watch. We're always on radio. Tonight we'll be on the Sports Animal, 990 AM and 99.1 FM. And if you are, swirling around and you want to listen online, you can't get to the television or the radio, we're always online with our broadcast at smokiesbaseball.com. So he's Frank LaSala. I'm Mick Gillispie. We'll see you tonight at the ballpark. Smokies and the Trash Pandas coming up.